Some hybrid transmissions are so unbelievably durable they've survived 300,000, even 500,000 miles with barely any major repairs. Meanwhile, others fail so catastrophically that owners end up with repair bills worth more than the entire car. And the craziest part? To most buyers, both systems sound exactly the same. Both are called CVTs. Both are marketed as advanced hybrid technology. Both promise smoothness, fuel economy, and long-term reliability. But hidden inside one of them is a completely different mechanical design that changes everything. One system is secretly one of the most overbuilt transmission designs ever made. The other can become a financial nightmare waiting to happen. And today, we're exposing the great hybrid transmission lie the auto industry never properly explained. Why some hybrid transmissions practically last forever, while others self-destruct. One of the biggest misconceptions in the automotive world is that all hybrid transmissions are basically the same. They are not. In fact, some of them don't even function like traditional transmissions at all. Take Toyota's famous hybrid system used in vehicles like the Toyota Prius. Most people think it uses a conventional CVT similar to the problematic belt-driven units found in many gasoline cars. But that's completely inaccurate. Toyota's so-called eCVT is actually a power split device using planetary gears and electric motors instead of belts and pulleys. Research papers analyzing power split hybrid systems explain that these systems rely on planetary gear arrangements to distribute power between the engine and electric motors with dramatically fewer friction-based wear components. That distinction is everything. A traditional CVT usually depends on a steel belt or chain squeezed between pulleys under enormous pressure. Over time, heat, friction, fluid degradation, and belt wear can destroy the system. But Toyota's hybrid eCVT eliminates many of those stress points entirely because there's no conventional belt and pulley ratio changing mechanism. Instead, electric motor speed and planetary gearing create the effect of continuously variable ratios. That's why many Toyota hybrids develop a reputation for absurd longevity. Taxi fleets around the world have pushed Prius models well beyond 300,000 miles with original transmissions. The transmission design simply has fewer mechanical failure points compared to conventional CVTs. And here's where the lie begins. Manufacturers started calling wildly different systems eCVTs, even when some of them still contain traditional weak points. The reason Toyota hybrid transmissions often last forever comes down to simplicity masquerading as complexity. People assume hybrids are mechanically complicated because they combine gasoline engines, batteries, electric motors, and regenerative braking. But in many Toyota hybrids, the transmission itself is shockingly simple internally. The planetary gear set acts as a power divider while electric motors handle torque management electronically. Because electric motors deliver instant torque smoothly, the system avoids the violent shock loads that conventional stepped automatics experience during shifts. There are no clutch packs slamming gears together every few seconds. There's no belt fighting against pulley pressure under massive strain. There are fewer hydraulic complications. Less heat, less shock, less friction. Even repair specialists who service these systems often note that Toyota hybrid eCVTs are famously reliable. Another hidden advantage is regenerative braking. Since electric motors help slow the car, traditional transmission components experience less cumulative stress during daily driving. The hybrid system spreads workload across multiple components instead of forcing a single mechanical transmission to absorb everything alone. That's why many Toyota hybrid owners barely think about transmission reliability at all. But not every hybrid system works this way. Now we enter the darker side of the story. While Toyota was building planetary gear hybrid systems with minimal wear points, other manufacturers leaned heavily into conventional CVT technology, especially Nissan and its supplier Jatco. And this is where the internet horror stories exploded. Nissan's belt-driven CVTs became infamous for overheating, shuddering, slipping, delayed acceleration, and catastrophic failure. Lawsuits, warranty extensions, buybacks, and customer outrage followed. Multiple reports and repair analyses document recurring problems involving overheating, valve body failures, belt wear, and fluid pressure issues. Some owners reported failures before 100,000 miles. In severe cases, transmissions failed dramatically earlier. Even YouTube mechanic communities and repair shops repeatedly highlighted the same patterns: overheating, metal contamination, belt degradation, and sudden power loss. And here's the critical detail most consumers missed. Many buyers heard the word CVT and assumed all CVTs were equally bad. That accidentally damaged the reputation of Toyota's eCVT systems, even though they are fundamentally different mechanically. It's like comparing a tank to a rubber band and calling them both moving systems. That confusion still exists today. Then there's Honda, which created one of the strangest hybrid systems on the market. Honda markets many of its hybrids as using an eCVT, but in reality, several modern Honda hybrid systems operate more like electric cars with a gasoline-powered generator attached. In many driving situations, the gasoline engine isn't directly powering the wheels at all. Instead, the engine generates electricity while the electric motor drives the car. At highway speeds, a clutch can directly connect the engine for efficiency. That's why some Honda enthusiasts say these systems don't really have a transmission in the traditional sense. The system avoids many weaknesses of belt-driven CVTs because it relies heavily on electric motor operation rather than mechanical ratio changes. In other words, Honda quietly sidestepped many of the problems that destroyed the reputation of conventional CVTs. But because manufacturers kept using similar marketing terminology, consumers kept lumping completely different systems together. If there's one thing that separates durable hybrid transmissions from fragile ones, it's heat management. Heat is the mortal enemy of any transmission. Once transmission fluid overheats, lubrication breaks down, friction increases, metal surfaces wear faster, and internal damage accelerates rapidly. Traditional belt-driven CVTs are especially vulnerable because the steel belt constantly relies on friction and hydraulic pressure to function properly. Excessive heat weakens the entire system. Analysts and repair specialists repeatedly identify overheating as one of the main causes behind many Nissan CVT failures. Toyota's planetary eCVT systems largely avoid this problem because they don't rely on a friction-driven belt system. The design inherently produces less wear under normal operation. That's one of the dirty secrets behind hybrid reliability. Some systems simply generate less destructive stress from the beginning. And once you understand that, suddenly the reliability patterns across the industry make perfect sense. Here's another massive misunderstanding. Many manufacturers originally marketed CVTs and hybrid transmissions as lifetime systems with minimal maintenance requirements. That turned out to be disastrous. Transmission fluid degrades over time no matter what marketing brochures claim. Heat cycles, microscopic metal particles, and shear stress slowly reduce the fluid's protective abilities. Across mechanic forums and owner communities, one consistent pattern keeps appearing. Vehicles that receive frequent CVT fluid changes tend to survive far longer than neglected ones. Many experienced owners now recommend servicing CVT fluid roughly every 30,000 miles, even when earlier manufacturer guidance suggested far longer intervals. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Maintenance can extend the life of a flawed design, but it usually cannot completely fix one. A weak cooling system, undersized components, or excessive belt stress will eventually catch up with the transmission regardless of fluid changes. That's why some systems become legendary while others become memes. The reason many modern hybrid systems are becoming more reliable actually has less to do with transmissions and more to do with electric motors. Electric motors produce smooth torque instantly without requiring multiple aggressive gear changes. that fundamentally reduces drivetrain shock. In a traditional gasoline vehicle, every shift event introduces stress. Clutches engage. Hydraulic pressures spike. Gear sets slam together under load. Over hundreds of thousands of shifts, where accumulates rapidly. But many hybrid systems dramatically reduce or even eliminate those violent transitions. Electric motors smooth out acceleration and absorb torque fluctuations naturally. That's why hybrid drivetrains with intelligent power split systems can sometimes outlast conventional automatics despite appearing more technologically complex. Ironically, adding electric components sometimes made the mechanical side simpler and more durable. So after all this, which hybrid transmission systems actually deserve trust? Generally speaking, power split planetary hybrid systems from Toyota have earned some of the strongest long-term reputations in the industry because of their mechanical simplicity and reduced wear design. Honda's modern hybrid systems also avoid many weaknesses associated with traditional CVTs by relying heavily on electric drive architecture. Traditional belt-driven CVTs, especially earlier generations with weak cooling or calibration issues, remain far riskier long-term, particularly under heavy loads, poor maintenance, or hot climates. That doesn't mean every Nissan CVT will fail. Some newer units appear improved, and many owners report better longevity when maintenance is done religiously. But the engineering differences between these systems are very real. And that's the truth the industry rarely explains clearly. The biggest hybrid transmission lie was never that hybrids are unreliable. It's that the auto industry convinced people that all hybrid transmissions are basically the same. They are not even close. Some are engineering masterpieces designed to minimize wear from the ground up. Others are conventional fragile designs hidden behind futuristic marketing language. And once you understand the difference between planetary power split systems and belt-driven CVTs, the entire reliability puzzle suddenly clicks into place. So the next time somebody says, "All CVTs are junk," remember this: some of the longest-lasting transmissions ever built technically wear the CVT label too. The name isn't the problem. The design is. And honestly, that tiny distinction may determine whether your car quietly reaches 300,000 miles or leaves you staring at a $7,000 transmission replacement bill before the odometer even hits 6 figures.